barbecues are the main source of our fundraising, and we are truly grateful for all the assistance we receive from Bunnings, along with all the other things like vouchers, raffle donations, offers of extra barbecues and discounts on stock, etc. Amanda, we got you under here under false pretences tonight.
You didn't.
It's always a delight working with you, and we'd like to present you with this Community Service Award.
Oh, that is so special. Thank you.
And now you can say what you were going to say.
Oh, well, firstly,
Don't take this to the bank. So, yeah, thank you for everything that you guys do for us.
No, thank you. Thank you.
We really appreciate it, each and every one of you, and not just for us, for our entire community.
Welcome, and thank you all for attending our 60th Changeover Dinner. For those that don't know me, I'm Jennifer Forsyth. I'm the outgoing president and the incoming president as well. I know I've got a bit of competition with State of Origin tonight, but we'll do our best to have a good night. It's always tricky this time of year being married to a Queenslander.
Queenslander.
For our guests, the toilets are down the hallway. It's a sensor light, so the lights will come on when you go. There's drinks over here if you'd like a drink. And if something happens, we'll all just run out the way we came in. When I accepted the President's position last year, it was suggested that I serve 2 terms. As the first year, you're learning your way and what your role is. I found this to be good advice, as 12 months on, I'm still feeling my way in this role and still learning. I sincerely thank you all for the support I have been given over the year. We've got a few guests with us tonight, so I'll read out all your names and then maybe we can welcome you all. Welcome to Christine and Barry Fenner. Christine's our guest speaker, and she's got Lisa Marshall and Sarah Farley Adams with her. We've already had a quick hello goodbye to Amanda. Welcome to Zone Chairman Neil and Lady Lion Dawn Hockard from Adamstown. Fran Quaddy, who's the president of Hunter Wallsend Lions, and Sue Shepherd, also from Hunter Wallsend Lions. Daniel Smith, who's a prospective member, and Harish has brought along some prospective Leo members with him tonight. We've got Paul, Brendan, Ming, Ting, I've got to get this right, Vishnapriya, who are also prospective Leo members. So please welcome our guests. And we hope you all have a lovely evening. We've got a couple of apologies. First from Doris, who's most upset. She's missing the changeover. She has a family commitment tonight. This is the first ever changeover since she joined Lions many years ago that she's actually missed. Also Lion George, Lion Lynn Lee, Rhonda and Bobby, and Lions Lady Julie.
Thank you. In this world today, changes are taking place at an alarming rate. We are experiencing disasters, fire, floods, droughts, famine, earthquakes, volcano eruptions, diseases, and monstrous acts of terrorism and wars. Our Lions Club throughout the world are doing their best to address these changes. We are doing it through our international and national programs for famine, drought relief, education, health, sight, cancer and diabetes, and research and awareness of screening and treatment. We are committed for the protection and the improvement of our environment and also our worldwide youth programs. We are very fortunate throughout our world. Our clubs have strong leaders, planners, organisers and doers, people from all walks of life, adding to the strength of Lions Clubs International. This strength should not be measured in numbers, but in the quality and performance of its members. The very life of our organisation depends on these lines. And I think our founder Melvin Jones and Helen Keller, who challenged us to be Knights of the Blind, would be very, very proud of our achievements over the last 100 years. In proposing this toast to Lions Clubs International, we are really proposing a toast to ourselves. Our club and our district are a vital part of the International Association, and we are fully supporting our local and international communities. Before the toast, I'd like to leave you with this thought. So many sections of our community, the aged, the sick, the disabled and the underprivileged, have need of strength and understanding. But their greatest need is that they live their lives with dignity and the knowledge that there are people out there who care. And I firmly believe that the members of Lions Clubs International are those people who care. So would you please raise your glasses for a toast to Lions Clubs International.
Thank you, Lion.
Thank you.
Brian. In February 23, a beautiful young man named Simon lost his very courageous battle with bowel cancer. Simon's 40th birthday is next week. He left us way too young. Unfortunately, as was the case with Simon, too many young people today are receiving a bowel cancer diagnosis. Never Too Young is an initiative of Bowel Cancer Australia. It provides resources uniquely designed for these younger people, and they are the recipient of our cheque tonight. Simon's mother Christine is with us tonight to accept the cheque and tell us a little about Never Too Young. While the cheque is made out to Bowel Cancer Australia, the proceeds will definitely be going to Never Too Young. It's by coincidence that June is actually Bowel Cancer Awareness Month. Please welcome Christine. Thank you. I guess I do the talk. Okay. Okay. You do the talk.
We'll do the talk first. Well, firstly, I would like to actually thank you all so very much, especially Jennifer for speaking with me and letting me know that you were going to make your main donation for Never Too Young campaign. It's been a real, I'm very gratified and I'm also very overwhelmed by it, to be accepting this very generous donation, especially for Bowel Cancer Australia and mainly for #NeverTooYoung. This campaign is extremely very dear to my heart, and thankfully it's now finally starting to get recognition. It is a commonly misconception that bowel cancer is an old person's disease, but the reality is that it's not in the case, and no one should ever be told that you are too young to have bowel cancer. Unfortunately, 7 years ago, our world changed, and it changed forever. When our son Simon, he was only at the age of 32, was told the life-changing words, "You have stage 4 bowel cancer." Simon had symptoms for 4 years prior to diagnosis and was misdiagnosed and overlooked because of his young age. Simon has a beautiful son, our grandson Liam, who had to watch his dad go through some immensely difficult times, feeling and dealing with these insignificant disease. It's an insidious disease. However, Simon took it all in his stride. He was determined to fight. We had a favourite saying. It was called small wins. This would help get us through the endless treatments and waiting for the results, as every improvement was a small step forward in Simon's eyes. We still use his saying today. With stage 4 diagnosis, the treatment options are limited. Simon's battle through many operations, some excruciating long and invasive and during 5 years of chemo and radiation treatment, it started to be ineffective. So Simon bravely took on whatever trial he could, some of which was very new and very risky. Cancer destroys so many lives, and I miss my beautiful boy every single day. I'd like to share now some of the actual statistics that are now reaching us. 1 in 9 Australians is diagnosed with bowel cancer is under the age of 50. The risk of being diagnosed with bowel cancer before age 40 has more than doubled since the year 2000, which is pretty scary. The most common presenting signs and symptoms of early onset bowel cancer are blood in the stool, abdominal pain, abnormal bowel habits, unexplained sudden weight loss. Over the past 3 decades, there has been 266% increase in bowel cancer incidence rating in adolescents and young adults. Bowel cancer is the deadliest cancer for those between the age of 25 and 44. It's been proven time and time again, cancer is not an old person's cancer. We need to get comfortable and we need to talk about our poo. Sounds weird, but it's true. Any slight change in your bowel movements, get it checked. Any odd tummy trouble, get it checked. If a doctor isn't listening to you, get another opinion. Unfortunately, these were the main things that with poor Simon was. He was so misdiagnosed because of his age. So don't hesitate. If you have any slight symptoms or you know of a young person, just tell them to get another opinion. Bowel cancer claims 5,350 lives each year, which is 103 per week. This needs to change. June, of course, is Bowel Cancer Month, which features what's called the Red Apple Day. So together we can make a difference and support, especially now, the Never Too Young campaign. I have some ribbons there and some bands if you would like to purchase whenever over the evening. I have a very dear friend with me here tonight as well, who also has lost her sister, Nicole, to bowel cancer, and Nicole was only at the early age of 44, leaving behind 2 beautiful boys who never now have to navigate life without their mum. There are countless young people who are battling this insidious disease, and it is an insidious disease because we have never endured so much battle that Simon had to go through, and to witness that as a mum, it was extremely difficult. Bowel cancer is majorly a case, it's a very slow growing cancer. We need to advocate for overcoming age barrier, bias, and lowering the screening age of young people, and educate our young generation and empower them to ask questions, ask for investigations, seek other health professional opinions. If this was available to both Simon and Nicole, they would be here with us today as bowel cancer survivors. Excuse me. On this Monday just gone, it was called a day called Call to Canberra. Now this is where Bowel Cancer Australia and the Never Too Young campaign advocacy's agenda was taken to Parliament, and this is what we are seeking to try to improve and to get these underway if possible to change. The main one is greatness awareness among the community and health professionals of early onset bowel cancer. Lower screening age. This is so important in response to the increasing rates of bowel cancer in young people. Prompt GP referrals to a colonoscopy for young people who present with symptoms that may be consistent with bowel cancer. Some young people cannot go and ask for that. They are told, no, this possibly, but this is where we need these things to be brought to their attention. Improving pathways that encourage timely triage, diagnosis and treatment for young people. Better understanding the challenges of early onset bowel cancer to improve and tailor treatment, support and care for young people and patients. Further research into the cases of early onset bowel cancer that has the potential to improve survival and or help build a better pathway to cure this insidious disease. On behalf of myself and my husband and my dear friends here today, I really can't thank you so much, and on behalf of Bowel Cancer Australia, towards a great deal of help towards all of these things that need to be brought up and addressed, because, to be honest, for a young person to be told that they have stage 4 bowel cancer is something we shouldn't have to hear. It is a slow, as I said, slow cancer, and it can be detected in early stages if you have any slight of these symptoms. So on behalf of myself, I thank you so much, and so thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Anybody have any questions? Yes.
Anybody got any questions for Christine?
Yep.
Is there any known or suspected correlation between food types consumed and bowel cancer?
I can't definitely say, but in their research, really, the thing is lifestyle has something to do now with in the research for younger generation people, but also as we ourselves, so that they're not particularly stating what it would be, but they are things to look at, is your diet, because it is important to live as healthy a diet as possible.
And processed foods.
Yes, processed foods, of course, are one of the biggest things. That possibly was one of Simon's, because it wasn't a genetic cancer. It was actually, unfortunately, he just got stage 4 bowel cancer through a slow process where he was just knocked back every single time that he did not have bowel cancer. There was just other underlying things. They will put it down to hemorrhoids. They will put it down to that he has irritable bowel. So this went on for 4 years that we went through this, and then finally it was just too late. And he fought a good battle. I'd still love to have him here dearly, but unfortunately he just didn't quite get there. But he fought very hard, and the trials that he actually went on were extremely risky, and but it is something for in the future. These trials, that's what they're all about. There's the research and trials is to keep furthering for not just bowel cancer, but it's other types of cancers as well. So, yeah. See?
Right, well, here's the
I have one
presentation.
question.
Yep.
Yes.
Sorry, Jen.
No, you're right, Mark.
One of the statistics you mentioned about 5,000.
5,300.
State, or is it Australian wide?
That is actually Australia-wide. Yeah.
Australian wide.
Yeah. So it's pretty scary when you hear the statistics out loud. You don't realise, that it is quite vast. But bowel cancer is right up there. It is, one of the deadliest. Yeah. But it can be treatable if you get it checked early enough. And that's why the other thing is they're trying to introduce, we need to introduce testing to, how we get our tests, us over 55. Well, we need to bring that down. It need to be available for young people, So it's a simple test and it can save your life. Yeah.
I'm sure that I have several people that I know have been diagnosed with bowel cancer. I'm sure, it's so common. I'm sure a lot of you in this room have been touched by bowel cancer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now it's my pleasure then. This is just pretend, but we will get you the real one.
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
body to conduct the installation of office bearers for 2024-2025. Thank you to Fran for stepping in at the last minute due to illness of Lion George. Fran is president of the Hunter Wallsend Line. So, Fran, I'll hand it over to you.
All right, thank you. Good grief. Okay, the ceremony we're about to witness is one which has or will take place with many variations in many languages in many parts of the world. About 250,000 Lions will be inducted into offices in their respective Lions clubs. This is a very special occasion. A new leadership team is taking the helm of the club, innovative ideas, new directions and hopefully new jokes. The election to an office in your Lions club is, at the same time, a recognition of service and a challenge. Recognition because of your fellow members have seen the effort you put into serving your community. The challenge is to continue that effort into building your club and community. You will hear a brief, incomplete synopsis of the duties and responsibilities of each officer as they are called forward to be installed. I request your attention and ask that you withhold any applause until the ceremony is completed. Lion Tamer-elect Lion Alan Seaman. Your duties include being responsible for the club's property and paraphernalia and preparing the meeting room prior to the meeting. You are to assist the President as the official greeter, always welcome and introduce all guests and see that places are provided for all. Putting away all club property at the end of meetings and acting as the club's sergeant at arms. Lion Alan Seaman, will you carry out these duties to the best of your ability?
Alan.
I will.
Come down.
Good, come forward.
Alan.
And they face, don't they? That's right.
Yeah, we'll out this way.
Okay. Tail Twister-elect Lion Mark Newell. The responsibility of a good, lively meeting rests chiefly on your shoulders. As such, you shall maintain harmony and encourage good feelings, life and enthusiasm in the meetings. You shall impose and collect the fines of the meetings and shall use your best judgment when doing so. Much of the success of the meetings will depend upon your resourcefulness in promoting fellowship, fun and laughter, making the members forget any worries they may have. Thus you will break down any reserve which might exist and draw the members together in closer friendship. Lion Mark Newell, will you carry out the duties of the tail twister to the best of your ability?
I will.
Oh, good. Good to hear it. Okay, now we have First Vice President-elect Lion Brenda Dela Cruz and Second Vice President-elect Hilary Evans.
Come on down, Hilary, and you right, Brenda, to come down?
I'll stay here.
Pardon? Can you just
Oh, it's a bit difficult, isn't it? Yeah.
come down, Hilary?
Okay.
Just go there. Okay.
Okay. Okay. You both have been elected to high office by the members of this club. As the club vice president, your tasks are twofold. One of your top priorities is to stand ready to fulfil the duties of a more senior VP or club president if the president is unable to do so for any reason. Most likely you will also have other duties as assigned by the President, and you may be tasked to lead one or more committees during the year. In addition to those duties, you should dedicate time to prepare to serve as Club President. It is important to understand the role of Club President and all its responsibilities well before you begin to serve. You will also serve as part of the Global Action Team as the Global Leadership Team Club Leadership Development Chairperson. Will you carry out the duties and responsibilities as Vice President to the best of your ability?
I will.
Very good. Now Julian's gone home. Julian's gone home, has she?
Oh, has she?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't realise that.
Will I still read it out or?
Pardon? No, I'll do that at the next meeting.
Okay, righto. Secretary-elect Bob Forsyth. Next to the President, you have been elected to the most demanding and responsible position in the club. Under the supervision and direction of the President and the Board of Directors, your duties include acting as the official liaison between this club, the District, Multiple District and Lions Club International, receiving and sending all correspondence, recording all meetings, maintain membership and committee lists and keeping an accurate account of attendance and all activities undertaken by the club, collecting all monies due to the club, turning such funds over to the Treasurer, taking proper receipt thereof, submitting all required reports and returns promptly and being an active member of the Governor's Advisory Committee in the zone. Lion Bob Forsyth, will you carry out the duties of the Secretary to the best of your ability?
I will.
Excellent. President-elect Lion Jennifer Forsyth, you have been elected to the highest office of the club. You are the Chief Executive Officer. Your duties include presiding at all general meetings of the club, presiding at all monthly meetings of the Board of Directors, appointing all standing and special committees, acting as an ex officio member of each of those committees, calling for regular committee reports, ensuring that all members fully participate in the club's projects and activities, cooperating with and being an active member of the Governor's Advisory Committee in your zone, serve as the Club Global Action Team Chairperson. President-elect Lion Jennifer Forsyth, will you carry out the duties of the President to the best of your ability?
I will.
Immediate past President Lion Deb Johnson.
You're still there.
Yay. You will be a member of the Board of Directors with all the rights and privileges of the other members. You are also the club's LCIF coordinator. Lion Deb Johnson, you should assist the newly elected President and the Board of Directors, making your experience and those of your predecessors available to them. Will you guide and counsel the Board as it builds on the foundations that you have laid?
Yes.
I now call upon the outgoing President.
Well, we probably don't need to do that because the outgoing President is there.
That's you.
Yes. Me.
Yes.
Yeah. So, we won't do
Lions, please stand.
Just the line.
that. Just the lines. Yep.
Not many lines.
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 Lines. Lines, please stand. Yeah. Will you support and assist this newly elected executive to the best of your ability? I would ask that you join with me in making a commitment to work with them in service to your club and community and enjoy the fellowship that makes Lion membership worthwhile. It is now my pleasure to declare these Lions duly installed into their respective offices. Lions and guests, I present to you the Board of Directors for the Lions year 2024-25.
Have a moment to hear.